Pisces, welcome to your rest of 2025 tarot reading by Astrology House. So there's 12 houses in astrology. I'll do a reading for each one, starting with the first house. And so the first house is the house of self. And that house of self is your physical person. It's what people see when they first meet you, all of that physical, all your characteristics there. For you, it's in the sign of Pisces. We are in the Pisces Virgo eclipse season, so you've probably been feeling this more than other people, especially as it relates to maybe your physical body, because the North Node is in your sign, and the North Node is connected to lessons that you need to learn. So let's get your overall energy for your first house for the balance of the year. So we have the Nine of Cups, which indicates your goals, your dreams, your wishes. A new beginning here with the Fool card. And the Magician, you're manifesting something that you want for yourself. That's exactly how all of this is playing out. It's a brand new start, new chapter, new beginning, cleared karma, clean slate. So let's get any obstacles or challenges here in your first house. High Priestess, trusting yourself and your instincts. Ten of Cups, long-term emotional fulfillment. This could also be connected to a relationship here, possibly even a marriage. Emperor showing up here. Emperor it's a my way or the highway energy. It's Aries energy. It's very assertive and dominant and makes up their mind. And so that might be part of it. Part of it here is the way the obstacles and challenges are coming across. Something may have happened here in the past and you don't trust yourself anymore when it comes to exploring your happiness or having your mind made up around a specific person or a relationship. That has held you back from going after what you want, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be holding you back for much longer. So let's get the advice here for you in your first house. So I'm getting the Star, Aquarius energy, focusing on your goals, your dreams, your wishes, making them all a reality here with that Star. King of Cups, focusing on what really matters, emotional well-being. Whatever it is that you learned, and it may have been connected to a specific person here in the past, it taught you some really valuable lessons around yourself and your self-worth and loving and caring for yourself. The emotional intelligence that's coming through with this King of Cups, it feels like it's connected to your emotional well-being. Nine of Wands is coming through, so the wounded warrior, and it's really healing from some sort of wound, focusing on healing and moving yourself forward. It's not about another person at this point. It's more just you aligning with your future, with your goals and your dreams. Bear with me if it gets a little dark. I'll keep turning the light on. We've been in a heat wave, pretty significant heat wave, for almost a week now, or maybe a little over a week. I'm not sure of the timing, but I can see it's getting darker. We have storms that are going to come in and thankfully break it up. So the next house here is the second house. The second house, and you can see I already have the light on a little bit. Second house is all about your assets, your money, what you love and value. And so think of the money that you have in your bank account. It's not the money that you've earned. It's the money that you are holding on to. And it could also be, could be more than just money. It could be any kind of investments that you've made, anything that you own that has monetary value, sentimental value. For you, it's in the sign of Aries. And Aries, it's the Emperor. So very assertive, a very dominating energy. So when it comes to your financial goals and whatever it is that you're doing, you're very assertive in your approach. You know exactly what you want to do. And it's just a matter of, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to let anybody else tell me something different. So let's get Let's get your overall energy for the second house for the balance of the year. I love this. So I'm getting the King of Swords energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I don't usually call out all the signs just because it could really be any sign. But this is a lot of thinking things through. So when it comes to your money and your approach to handling what you have, or maybe coming up with a more robust savings plan, the King of Swords is really what you want in your corner because there's a lot of thought that goes into it. Queen of Pentacles, right there with it. Stability. Focusing on your long-term stability. Four of Wands, a reason to celebrate, a reason to be happy. Now, this could also indicate maybe a marriage here. Doesn't have to be, and probably won't be the case for a lot of you because that's not how I'm picking up the energy. I'm picking up more that you are creating goals for yourself that are focused on your long-term stability, but they're also realistic and grounded. And so the approach here feels like it's doable. Let's get obstacles or challenges here for your second house. Nine of Pentacles, which is a card of independence. It's also you creating your own abundance. Eight of Cups, walking away from something here in the past. Knight of Cups. So what I'm getting here is right now you're focused on stability. And so anything from a growth standpoint, which is what the Nine of Pentacles is, leaving something behind or pursuing something that you really want, you're just not focused on any of that. It's really focused on the present and, okay, these are the goals that I'm setting and where am I right now? What do I need to do right now? And coming up with some sort of strategy in that way. This is a very grounded approach to it, not an emotional one. And so that Knight of Cups, that looks to the future and once you would explore, go in the direction of something that's going to make you happy, you're not really in that mindset right now. You're focused on just long-term success. Let's get the advice here for you. So I'm getting the Seven of Pentacles. So whatever plan that you're coming up with through over the next 6 months, you're going to be working towards it. Absolutely, with the Seven of Pentacles. And that's what the universe wants you to do too. The advice here is to invest. You've created it, now work towards it. Ace of Cups, it's a new beginning, a new chapter. It's going to open up things for you. It's going to allow you to feel happier because it does feel very realistic. Whatever it is that you're doing feels very realistic. I'm also getting the Empress energy. Love to see this. It's Venus. It rules relationships. And so if part of you has been just very focused on yourself and you're not focused on another person, it feels like once you have this plan and you start working towards your own kind of savings plan, then you're opening yourself up. You're creating this balance and this happiness within you that's going to allow you to maybe go after something here that you want, or maybe buy something else that you really want for yourself. Love that. So that's the second house. Next up is the third house. So that third house energy, I don't know why I'm showing you. It's going to reflect backwards and you're not going to be able to read it anyway, but it's fine. I've done it in every single reading. So the third house is the house of communication. And it's also how you understand things too. So it's not just the words coming out of your mouth. It's how you kind of listen and understand somebody else's point of view or any information that you're hearing. It's also siblings, neighbors, short distance travel, anything that you can get to by car, and really anything kind of in your immediate surroundings would be part of that third house. For you, the third house is in the sign of Taurus. And that Taurus energy, it's very grounded, it's very practical, stable energy. Focus here on what you love. It is ruled by Venus, so a lot of that energy. So when you communicate with other people, your approach is, okay, let's find a way to make everybody happy and let's focus on what really matters here. So let's get your third house energy for the rest of the year. I'm getting the Four of Pentacles here, focused on your stability. Page of Wands and movement forward. Seven of Wands going in the direction of what you want. That Seven of Wands is you advocating for yourself. And so if there's somebody here maybe challenging you or kind of pushing against boundaries that you've set, you're not going to allow it. You're going to push back right away. That's what the Page of Wands tells me. It's what the Seven of Wands is telling me. It's about you sticking up for yourself, not letting anybody take advantage of you or a situation. So let's get any blocks or barriers here, any obstacles or challenges for third house. So I'm getting the Star, Aquarius energy, focusing here on your goals, your dreams, your wishes. Two of Wands, seeing the potential in a situation. And then the Chariot, which is a card of success. And it's because you're not focused on the future. All of these are future-oriented cards. The Star, your goals and dreams. Two of Wands, seeing the potential in a situation way off in the distance. And then Chariot, it's movement forward. And so all of that feels like they are an obstacle and challenge because you're focused on whatever's happening right now, whatever is in your immediate. That's what's really drawing your attention. So let's get the advice here for you for your third house. So I'm getting the Nine of Wands, working through some sort of wound. This is the wounded warrior. It's also keeping people at arm's length. 10 of Wands, putting down all of the burdens and the responsibilities here. Death card, Scorpio energy, change and transformation. So there's something here that is ending. There's something here shifting within you. If you have not been in a position where you feel like you've been standing up for yourself, or you haven't been doing it very effectively, that feels like it's shifting and it's creating change here. Allowing yourself to really lean into the changes that are taking place are going to be in your best interest, because at some point here, you're going to start moving forward. And it's about getting everything kind of aligned first so that you can move forward. Because I'm getting a lot of confidence. There's something that you need to do in your current energy, or like the overall energy for the 6 months, that feels like you do need to take care of this first to build some confidence so that you can move forward. And letting go of everything that happened here in the past. That's going to be a part of it too. And so the next house here is the fourth house. It's the fourth house of home. And that home environment is where you live. It's the location. It's the dwelling. It's the space that you've created for yourself. So is it a sanctuary? It's also your childhood home. So wherever you grew up. For you, it's in the sign of Gemini, and Gemini is very flexible, detail-oriented. Gemini loves to get into the details. So when it comes to your home and your home environment, you're going to be focused on the details, and even at that fourth house in Gemini, you might find that you move frequently, because that fourth house energy is in Gemini specifically. Gemini likes change. And so there could be things happening there from a change standpoint where you change residences every so often. Let's get your overall energy here for your fourth house for the rest of the year. Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is a pause or delay, but so that you can see things from a different perspective. The Fool. So you've had a delayed new beginning as it relates to your home environment, but things are shifting here. You might even find that you're going through an ascension process, and the majority of it happens while you're at home. That just being alone in your space, and I'm getting the alone energy So take that as it resonates. You may not actually be alone in your home environment, but maybe this is time that you spend on your own at home. It's creating an opportunity for you to really focus on raising your vibration. Nine of Swords. This is what you're doing as well. You're letting go of something here. Stress, fear, anxiety. That Nine of Swords energy in your home environment, it feels like something that you're working through. It doesn't feel like that this is going to be an energy that carries with you all 6 months. It feels more like this is a new beginning and a new chapter, and you're really starting to understand when my body is anxious or when I'm responding this way, what is it trying to tell me? What is that danger sign? What is that warning sign? Because it's an internal warning system. So what is it trying to tell me? It feels like you're getting into the bottom of it, which would be that Gemini energy, getting into the details. Tell me about the obstacles and challenges here for the 4th house. Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is you either resisting something or fighting for something here, because I'm getting a lot of still energy out of you. Two of Wands, seeing the potential in a situation, and Justice card, balance. This actually feels like what you're working towards. You're working to find some sort of internal balance here, and it starts in your home environment. And I'm not seeing a lot of forward progress because you're in this space of almost kind of being still, getting down into your own psyche to identify what is taking place here. Tell me about the advice here. So what I'm getting is the Three of Wands, which is a card of patience. So it's going to take time for you to really kind of work through that Nine of Swords energy, the stress, the fear, the anxiety. Hermit energy, but keep putting in the effort. This is Virgo. This is a lot of internal reflection and healing. And then the Magician here, focusing on what really matters, manifesting goals and dreams. I'm also getting the illusion side of this as well. That doesn't always come through with the Magician, but there might be something that you understood to be one way. Your body was actually telling you something different, because it feels like it's connected to the Nine of Swords. If your body was sending up some sort of signal to say, hey, this is not a good situation for you, and you ignored it, and you went ahead with the situation, whether it was with a person or just something that you were doing on your own, I'm getting the sense here that you're really starting to understand what this means. When your body gives you this signal, this is what it's trying to tell you. I just keep getting that message. So hopefully that one resonates. With the 5th house here, the next house, the 5th house is all about fun and pleasure. And so it's your hobbies, it's your passion projects, it's the house of sex. And because it's the house of sex, it's your short-term relationships, also children, because they are the product of sex. For you, this is in the sign of Cancer. And so when it comes to relationships here, you might find yourself drawn to people who are very nurturing, very caring, loving, supportive, empathetic in some way. You might be that way with those people. And so let's get your 5th house energy for the rest of the year. So I'm getting the Four of Cups, sadness and disappointment, but it's the Five of Pentacles next to it. So you're working through something here. So it could be connected to relationships, short-term relationships, or anything that you enjoy doing. That Five of Pentacles is leaving something out in the cold. Three of Cups, you're focused on your happiness. This could actually just be spending time with friends. So pleasure, again, pleasure could be anything. It doesn't have to be relationships. It could be anything you do outside of work for fun. And so really focusing here on what really matters, your happiness, letting go of anything from the past feels like something that you're going to be doing over the next 6 months. So let's get any obstacles or challenges. One more. Wheel of Fortune, growth and expansion. I'm not surprised to see this one showing up. It's an obstacle and challenge only in the sense that you're letting go of something in the past. That Wheel of Fortune is focused on the future. Three of Wands, a card of patience. It feels like you're done being patient. And the Six of Cups here would be something from the past. So it could be about children. It doesn't have to be. The Six of Cups is also a card of nostalgia as well as children. And so I'm just getting the sense here more that you're looking for what is going to make you happy now and focused on the here and now, getting rid of the past, letting that all go. Not really looking to the future, but just being more present. Tell me about the advice here for Pisces, 5th house. Okay. So what I'm getting here is the Two of Wands, the Emperor, Aries energy, and the Hanged Man. And so what the universe is saying is, okay, that's great. You're letting the past go. You're focused on what's going to make you happy now, but you actually do need to focus on the future because that's going to help you let go of the past. The Emperor right there in the middle, that Aries energy says, make up your mind and then follow it. Wherever you see the potential, go in that direction. The Hanged Man is going to show you what the big picture looks like. And so you're able to see everything from that perspective and identify, well, what path is going to get me where I want to go? And so the universe does want you to start focusing on the future, but gain the clarity that you need so that you know what direction to go in. And that's really going to be anything here that makes you happy. So the next house is the 6th house. That 6th house is daily routines. So think about all the things that you do on a regular basis. Your work-life balance. What kind of hours do you keep? How do you spend your free time? 5th house also included in that. Any health and wellness that you follow, any kind of dietary exercise programs. For you, it's in the sign of Leo. And Leo is a very bold, assertive energy, very charismatic, dynamic, creative. So let's get your overall energy in your daily life. So I can see things changing for the better here. I'm getting the 6 of Wands, which is a card of success. Page of Cups, moving in the direction of what you want. Also maybe talking about how you feel and what exactly that you want to accomplish here. Death card, Scorpio energy, change and transformation, but it all feels really positive because I've got the Ace of Cups on the other side of it. So whatever it is that you're doing in your daily life, whatever kind of occupies your time and however you're spending your time, you're making all the right moves here because this feels like growth. This feels like personal growth. Things are shifting in a better way. Let's get any obstacles or challenges here for your 6th house. Three of Swords, healing. The Moon card. There could be some sort of deep emotional wound that needs to be addressed, but right now you're just focused on building something new. I'm also getting the World. There is something here that you need to let go of. Letting go of something because it's not your focus in your daily life. Your daily life is really being structured in a way that allows for more happiness in your life. And so here it's a wound that needs to be released, but it feels like this is going to happen. It's just not, it's showing up as an obstacle and challenge right now in your daily life. This might be holding you back in some way right now because of a happiness, but it feels like you are going to work through it because you're being called to do that a couple of times already in the reading. So let's get the advice here for you in the 6th house. So I'm getting the Hanged Man here. In a lot of ways, this is your card. And so the Hanged Man is about seeing things from a different perspective. It's that big picture perspective. So take a look at everything that's happening here. Is there more happiness to be gained if you let this go? It does feel like the answer is yes. I'm also getting the Tower. There might be a sudden change, and it feels like it's actually going to be this, a sudden release of this wound or the realization on what you need to do to let it go. Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're getting some sort of clarity. Whatever messages you're getting, in whatever way you're getting them, could be through dreams, could be through downloads. Downloads being all of a sudden you just know something, and that's going to be the information that you need in order to move forward, in order to let this cycle close, this past pain close, so that you can incorporate more happiness in your life going forward. So the next house here is the 7th house. So that 7th house energy, it's your one-to-one partnerships. It's your marriage partner if you're married. If it's a second marriage, it would be kind of a combination of 7th and 9th. But this one here, we're just going to focus on a first marriage in this reading. If it's not marriage, if you're not married, not interested in being married, this would be all of those really significant relationships in your life. Could even include business partnerships, any kind of contracts, negotiations, all part of the 7th house. For you, it's in the sign of Virgo, and Virgo is the South Node. So South Node, this is a lesson that you've already learned. This is something that you need to let go of and just kind of release it as part of your, I would say over the next year, you're being nudged to let go of lessons about you in partnership with other people. There's something here that the cycle has it's completed. So let's get your overall energy for your 7th house balance of the year. So I'm getting the 10 of Cups. I love to see that. So when it comes to those significant relationships, there's a lot of happiness here. I'm getting the 5 of Wands. So there are some obstacles and challenges, but Justice, I'm getting balance. So whatever's happening here in these significant relationships, you're very focused on the future. That 10 of Cups is long-term emotional fulfillment. And with the balancing energy here, whatever obstacles and challenges come up, you're going to be able to work through them. So let's get the obstacles and challenges here in your 7th house. Eight of Cups. It's walking away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. Temperance, emotional balance. Emperor, having things your way. So it could be that you are making compromises here with somebody else in your life, and this, take it as it resonates. It could be business, it could be marriage, it could be another significant relationship in your life, any of those really important relationships. And it feels like you might be in a position to compromise some of what you want and maybe hold on to something here that really you'd rather let go of. Tell me about the advice here for you. Page of Cups, saying what you want. Judgment card, resurrection energy. So if there's something that's happening here, you may be bringing something back to life. I'm definitely getting very clear decisions being made by you. And then the Magician card showing up, it's manifesting goals and dreams. And so there might be a dream that resurfaces here as it relates to one relationship in particular, multiple relationships, whatever the case is. And it feels like it's something that you're bringing back to the surface and you want to go in that direction. And the universe is really encouraging you to go in that direction. So the next house here is the 8th house. That 8th house is other people's money. So if you're married, it's your spouse's income. It's also the income that you earn from an employer. It would be anything that you pay out. So any taxes, debt. This would also be inheritance, also power and control issues. It's a house of death and rebirth. And so there's a lot that kind of can change. A lot of it can change because of money, including those power and control issues. That could be somebody controlling you through money. Take it as it resonates. For you, it's in the sign of Libra. So it feels like you're always trying to balance something out. So where it pertains to money, this might indicate balancing your finances in a way that doesn't have you overspending, or working with your partner on some sort of financial goal here. All of that would be part of the 8th house in Libra. So let's get overall energy for you in the 8th house for the rest of the year. So with the 8th house, I'm getting Ace of Wands. So taking some sort of action, moving in a specific direction. The Star, having goals and dreams, moving in that direction. 10 of Wands, putting down all of the burdens and the responsibilities. So if you've been carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders, if you've been putting in a lot of effort, let's say in a work environment, because this would be tied to work in that way, where you're just not getting the monetary connection to the work that you're putting in or the amount of effort that you're putting in, then you're putting down all of those additional responsibilities. If you're not going to get paid for them, why do them? I'm also getting the Fool card showing up. So you do have a really solid new beginning. Every single one of these indicates a new beginning. We've got the Ace of Wands and the Fool. The 10 of Wands is actually, it's a closed cycle. It's done. It's over. It's just a matter of letting it go. And the Star, I mean, this is really about going after what you want. So I'd love to see this. Let's get the obstacles and challenges for your 8th house. High Priestess, trusting your instincts. King of Swords, mental clarity. And the 9 of Pentacles, creating your own abundance. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you're exploring new opportunities, this can indicate that maybe you don't have a really solid plan on what exactly you're doing. You just have these ideas that you want to kind of make reality. The King of Swords and the High Priestess, the way that these obstacles are coming through, because this is all internal to you. You're not listening to your intuition, or it's not loud enough for you to really hear it. King of Swords indicates to me that you really don't have a very clear plan on what exactly you're trying to do. 9 of Pentacles, maybe you don't have the confidence to move forward with it. Let's get the advice here for you. Let's get more information. I can see where it's coming through. Yep. Okay. So the advice here is the Wheel of Fortune. Move forward. There is a lot of growth and prosperity available to you. 2 of Swords. So standing at a crossroads and not really sure what to do. The answer there is focus on your stability. I got the King of Pentacles, and when I asked for more information, I then got the Queen of Pentacles. And so this could indicate that if you are in a marriage or something like that, working together with your partner would absolutely be part of this conversation. That could also indicate the obstacles and challenges, that you're not just listening to yourself, you're listening to the needs of your partner as well, and working together on your shared finances here. Could also indicate that whatever this new beginning is for you, that you're keeping your options open to what is going to be the most beneficial for you. And that's why you don't have a clear plan, and it's showing up as an obstacle or a challenge. But I love all of the new energy coming through, especially because this house is a death and rebirth house. The next house here is the 9th house. So that 9th house, it really is about growth and expansion. Think of higher education. It would be going to school, anything else, any kind of trade school that would be included here, higher education, long distance travel. So traveling to foreign countries, interacting with people from foreign countries. The long distance travel would be anything by plane, as opposed to the third house, which is anything by car. Anything connected to philosophy, religion, just whatever helps you to grow and expand and learn more about the world around you. For you, the ninth house is in the sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio is a loyal but deep, intense, passionate energy. And so when it comes to you saying, okay, I want to do more, I want to learn more, you fully invest in it. When you make up your mind, you say, okay, this is what I want to do, then you're all in. You're going to learn everything that you need to know. You're going to be very loyal to your studies if that's something that you want to do. So let's get your overall energy for the ninth house for the rest of the year. So what I'm getting here is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, it is a reason to celebrate. It's also a marriage card. So because the ninth house is a second marriage, so I'm just calling that out. I don't usually in these readings, but this one here could indicate maybe a second marriage is taking place. 10 of Wands, a lot of burdens and responsibilities. And so you're putting down the burdens and responsibilities. So there is a reason to celebrate. I just got the word graduation. So you might be graduating from some sort of higher education. Take that as it resonates for you. On the other side of this reason to celebrate, I am getting a lot of growth and prosperity with the Wheel of Fortune. Also, 10 of Cups here, which is another marriage card. It's also long-term emotional fulfillment. So whatever you're exploring, from an expansion, from a focus on your own growth, it's all going exactly the way that you want. There is a lot of positivity coming through here. Let's get obstacles and challenges here for your ninth house. So what I'm getting here is the Hierophant. It's Taurus energy. A lot of focus here on tradition. This is a card of marriage, but you have a few cards of marriage showing up here. But this could indicate the traditional side of this Hierophant energy. And so if you're looking to do something a little bit different or explore things in a different way, the tradition of it would be holding you back or would operate as an obstacle or a challenge. Four of Pentacles would be your own stability here. And the Strength card, Leo energy, finding the courage to move forward. But it feels like so many things are moving in the right direction. Let's get the advice here for you, because your obstacles and challenges don't feel like obstacles and challenges. So with the King of Wands showing up, the King of Wands, forward movement. And so just keep moving forward. I'm getting it with the Wheel of Fortune energy as well as the King of Wands. Four of Cups. So you have the Four of Wands, Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and then the Four of Cups here. There's a lot of stability. Focus here on your stability. Focus on working through whatever has happened up until now, because there is some sort of sadness and disappointment that you need to work through in order to really achieve all of this happiness here. And that's why that Four of Pentacles is showing up as an obstacle or a challenge. That Pentacles energy indicates that you're maybe not feeling as balanced as you should. I'm also getting a Temperance. Find the emotional balance here. That's Sagittarius energy. Same with the Wheel of Fortune and same with the King of Wands here. So focus on the future, focus on the hope and the optimism, keep moving in that direction. And whatever has weighed you down or held you back in the past, it really is about working through all of it so that you can get all of this opportunity, so that you can experience the most happiness that you want here. And so that's the ninth house. Next up is the 10th house. So the 10th house is career and public reputation. So it's the work that you do. It's the way that other people perceive you. It's also leadership is part of that 10th house energy. So if you are interested in any kind of leadership role, 10th house. For you, this is in the sign of Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is all about growth. With the 10th house, you may travel for work, long distance travel, or there might be something connected to, because I'm getting a lot of like foreign countries or foreigners in some way. Let's get your overall energy for your career. Strength, Leo energy. So finding some sort of courage within you. So if you're looking to do more or grow and expand in your career in some way, that would be the strength card coming through. King of Cups, focus on what you really want here. A lot of emotional maturity and intelligence with that King of Cups energy. And the Magician coming through, manifesting your dreams, but doing it from the heart. I'm getting like, take some sort of leap of faith when it comes to your career, but kind of listen to your instincts on this one, because that King of Cups is your energy coming through. Let's get any obstacles or challenges. So I'm getting the Lover's energy, Gemini, showing up. So it could be connected to another person. If you're focused on your own career goals, maybe somebody else has a different idea. If you're in some sort of union, married, soulmate relationship, whatever the case is here, and your career goals may conflict with the relationship goals that you have. Queen of Wands, taking any kind of action, or it's the action. It's this Leo energy. It's the courage, finding the strength to really go after what you want here in your career. It's the actual action that feels like it's an obstacle or challenge because you have to dig deep and find the courage before you take the action. Chariot showing up, Cancer energy. It's a card of success and forward movement. That Magician card, the manifestation is more that mental, thinking about it, coming up with a plan. How do I make this real? And so the forward movement seems to be the obstacle or the challenge here. So let's get the advice for you for your 10th house. So I'm getting the Star, Aquarius energy, focusing on what really matters, your goals and your dreams, making them a reality. Wheel of Fortune, growth and expansion. This is keep moving forward. Keep going after what you want. And Three of Wands, be patient. You're not necessarily going to get it right away. It may take some time, but definitely keep moving in the direction of what you want. Keep working on those goals and dreams. Keep moving and aligning with those. So that is your 10th house. Next up is your 11th house. So the 11th house is your friends. It's your community, it's your tribe. It's all the people that you surround yourself with by choice. And it's not the individual relationships, it's the collective. This could also include family. If you're really close with certain family members and they're essentially friends and you talk to them on a regular basis, that would be the 11th house energy. For you, this is in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is a very grounded earth sign, very structured, likes to plan things out. So you may find that making plans with friends, it may take a little bit longer, but definitely worth it because there seems to be a lot of planning that takes place. So let's get your overall energy with your friends for the balance of the year. as I throw the card. So I'm getting the Nine of Cups. So goals, dreams, wishes. Love to see that. Justice card, balance, and the King of Wands. King of Wands, movement forward. And so the way that all of this is coming through, you're just in a really good place with your friends. So these friends that you have, I keep getting loyal. I keep getting the energy of loyal. Even though Capricorn technically doesn't really stand for that, it's a very strategic, disciplined, structured energy, but there is a loyalty in that structure. So let's get any obstacles or challenges here with your friends. So I'm getting the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. Something here from the past, could be about children that would hold you back in some way with your friends. Five of Swords, some sort of conflict that needs to be resolved, even an internal one. And Ace of Swords, removing whatever that conflict is, working through it in some sort of way. But I'm getting the sense here with your friends, at least for the majority of your friends, that things are in a really good spot. You may have some friends here where you just need to work through something that may have happened here in the past, but it feels like you can because you're in this really positive energy with your friends. So let's get the advice here for you in your 11th house. Knight of Cups is showing up here, so go after exactly what you want. Nine of Swords, working through any kind of stress, fear, anxiety. The Hermit is also showing up here, another earth sign. And so that Virgo energy here indicates a lot of internal reflection, but also healing. And so the healing may actually just be within you, and that may be holding you back in some sort of way with your friends. The advice here is to really focus on pursuing what you want and then kind of work through your own internal fears, wounds, challenges, conflicts, whatever is happening here so that you can move forward with just that lighter heart going forward. So that is the 11th house. Last house here is the 12th house. So that 12th house is all things hidden, the unseen. So think of your subconscious. It's you away from the rest of the world. This could also include things like escapism, drug and alcohol addictions, anything that would maybe distract you from problems would be part of that 12th house energy. For you, it's in the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is very innovative, out of the box thinking. So let's get your overall energy for your 12th house for the balance of the year. So I'm getting the Magician, which is manifesting goals and dreams. That absolutely would be part of just you away from the rest of the world. Three of Swords, working on healing from some sort of pain in the past, some sort of heartbreak. Three of Wands, some sort of delays here as well. So this is really about taking the time that you need, working through whatever wound has shown up in this reading, working through that past heartbreak, focusing here on your goals and dreams. All of this is internal to you. And just really take your time. You're in no rush. Everything is going to be there. All of these opportunities, they're still going to be there. You're not going to miss something that is meant to be on your path. So let's get any obstacles or challenges. The Emperor. The Emperor is about making up your mind, being very clear. It's Aries energy. And I'm just getting the sense here that you're not in the space of knowing exactly what you want to do and the direction that you want to go. Your mind's just not there. And that Emperor also wants to take action. You're just not there yet either. Hanged Man is showing up. And so this pause or delay is to see things from a different perspective. This is more about you just healing. You're already aware of everything here. You're just working through it. Nine of Swords showing up as an obstacle. It's the stress, the fear, the anxiety. It's all connected to the healing that you're doing, the time that you're taking to really heal from the past, focus on the future. How do I make my dreams a reality? That's really what's coming through. Let's get the advice here for you. I can tell you that the Tower and the Death card both peeked through. So the advice here with the Knight of Cups is move forward. Go after exactly what you want. Don't be afraid to go after your goals and dreams here. Nine of Wands, heal that wound. Let your guard down, open up. Wheel of Fortune, growth and prosperity. Focus on movement forward. You've been doing a lot of work on the healing. That's all great. But there's going to be a point in time where you're just going to have to fully release this. And so then focusing on the future becomes even more important. You need to start understanding what you're trying to do, because it's not just about healing from the past. It is, okay, well, what happens next? What, after this healing is done, now what? I've got this kind of gap here. And so focusing on the future, what exactly you want to accomplish, is really coming through from an advice standpoint. And I love that Wheel of Fortune because it's a lot of growth, a lot of abundance. And so what I'm going to do now is just get any last messages for you, anything else you need to know over the next 6 months. Ace of Wands, you have a new beginning here. Ace of Wands, a lot of passion, a lot of motivation. So just keep moving forward. Take whatever steps you need, even if they're small steps, keep moving forward. I'm getting the Five of Wands, work through any kind of obstacles or challenges, and then leave them behind here with the Six of Swords. Don't be afraid to really put the past behind you. So Pisces, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.